at QP Universe. I mean, on everything. And check out that QPUniverse.com.
QPUniverse.com.
No doubt.
Okay, cool. I got my boy Cool out doing this motherfucker.
What's happening? Always never.
Yeah. So, man, first of all, man, you know, you saying QP. Where you coming from, man?
I'm coming from everywhere, really.
Everywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna get technical with it. You know what I mean? I live everywhere, man. You know what I mean? That's my motto. I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. Well, I live everywhere, man, really. So I can't claim no territory.
No territory?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, what are some of the places that you've been, like, you know, that you like?
Philly, California, you know what I mean? Ohio, New York, Jersey, Philly, Miami.
So you really was in
St. Louis,
Bridgeport,
Delaware, Connecticut.
Damn. Was there any specific reason why you traveled a lot, or was you just on the move, like getting away from something, or?
But I got family that live everywhere. You know what I mean? So
right.
We spread out everywhere. And for that matter too, if you really want to make moves, you can't do it being stagnant in one place.
Right.
You've always gotta, you know what I mean? It's your dad will make moves.
Right.
That's the only way you're gonna make something happen is by making moves.
So with that being said, you know, you being everywhere, you probably, you know, seen the different styles of rap, you know, when you travel. Like, do you think that has influenced the way you rap?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is there any specific like area that you take the most from?
Not necessarily. Because you know why? Depending on what the track speaks to me and tell me what they put on it, and
right.
that's what angle I come from. So if you can give me a Cali track, I'm gonna come all the way, you know what I mean, South Central on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can hit me with a New York track, I'm gonna come all the way, you know what I mean, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem.
Right.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Florida, vice versa. Midwest.
Right.
Same way.
So how long have you been making music?
Going on 20 years.
20.
Yeah, I got like family in the industry. You know what I mean? They didn't want to take a chance on me because I was doing my own thing.
Right.
As far as
You care to say some names?
yeah, my uncle Craig Broadhead, he been with Rough Riders almost 20 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My other uncle, he been actually road manager in Fife Dog, Malik from Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
For almost 30 years.
That's
You
what's
know what I mean?
up.
So I always been around old school rappers versus new school rappers. I've been around leaders in the new school. I know Buster. I've been on Rock the Bells tour plenty of times. I got a lot of family in the industry.
Okay. So with that being said, you know, with the camp that you really been around, you know, would you say that you're in that camp like a Rough Rider camp, or is there like your own camp?
Nah, I got my own way. You know what I mean? Like
Just
I
QP.
Just QP. All day. That's why it's QP Universe.
Right.
Well, now I got my own swag, man. I don't follow nobody, man. I go with what feels good with me. You know what I mean? I don't roll with what's going on, what's popping right now with everybody else at the same time. Well, that's not creating your own lane.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's moving over. I don't do that. Create my own lane, keep it moving.
So when you say create your own lane, does that include, you know, rap and hip? Like, what's your genre? What's your genre?
Hip hop, R&B, you know what I mean? A mixture of both. I write R&B as well.
Right.
I produce too as well.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I mean? And I engineer too. So when it comes to music, I do music in general. I'm not gonna label it any genre. I'm not gonna label it any kind of specifics that I get down on. You know what I mean? I do music in general. I do music for music. If I hear a pop joint that's popping, I'm gonna get on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's too much for me, then I'll fall back.
And you feel like your music will have a solid foundation in the industry?
Oh yeah. Because I'm not following anybody. Right. I mean, there's not enough leaders in this world, man. So,
But it's too many, yeah. But on that same token, there's too many chiefs that's trying to beat, you know, chief,
Yeah.
and they ain't
That's true.
even the top dog. Like they biting too much, they can chew.
No doubt.
So, you know,
But it shows.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It shows, and it catch up to them all day.
Okay, so when you're flowing, you know, I know you freestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, and you write down.
No doubt.
Which one do you do more?
To be honest with you, if you really want to get technical with it, all my songs are freestyles.
Wow.
Because what I do is I vibe with what feels good. Like I said, that goes along with freestyle.
Right.
If it flow good and flows right, then I'll take the time out to write it. If it's not worth it, then it is what it is. A freestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For the songs that you do write down, is it like that you put a little more emotion in it? Is it premeditated?
Well, if I'm freestyling and it sticks to the subject matter the way I want it to, then I roll with it. I'm gonna write that down.
Right.
Before I lose it. You know what I mean? But if it's shaky, it's on the borderline with sticking to the subject matter, versus freestyling whatever I feel, whatever's going on in my mind, then I switch it up. You know what I mean? Or I don't write it.
That's real shit. Like a lot of folks, you know, they say they, you know, they write down a little bit, then they try to freestyle and they come back and write down a bit. But so you just off top, all the time.
Off top. I mean, I write it down to remember my lyrics. Of course, you can't do backup vocals, you can't do ad-libs and all that stuff without knowing what you're saying.
Right.
So, regardless of what, you know what I mean, I write it down anyway. You know what I mean? To make sure it gives it that full 110% that you would give it if you wrote it down from the jump and recorded it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I didn't write it down from the jump and I freestyle it, I have to write it down to make sure my recording's gonna sound 100%. Some people, they get lazy where they get away with the freestyle. That first take sound perfect, and then they feel like, you know what, I don't need to back it up, I don't even know. Let me throw some effects on it. Because they don't want to take they don't want to take the time and get the lyrics packed down and say, okay, let me go back and do my ad-libs, my backup vocals and all that. Right. But I do that. I take that extra mile.
Okay, that's what's up. You care to tell me like some of your past projects, like as far as mixtapes?
Well, most recent, I just did Traptivity 6.
Traptivity 6.
Yeah, with DJ High Definition.
High Definition.
Yeah.
I heard it, man.
DJ High Def. Yeah, I just did that. I just did Traptivity 6. Actually, got No Sleepers on there. Yeah. That's what's on there.
That's what's up.
Besides that, I've been doing nothing but shows.
Where?
All over. MTV Lounge, Club Cream, Magic City. I've done G&B Lounge.
That's all in Atlanta. So like for the listeners that's, you know, because we got listeners everywhere, and you were saying, you know, a lot of different places that you've been. Like when you travel, is it the same type of mindset? Like say you're in Atlanta, you try to hit every club, social line, you know, or you know, try to just be in the scene. So
I adapt to what's going on.
You adapt.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna come in and say, "Yeah, I'm from New York." Nah, that don't get you nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta adapt to your surroundings. That's a milkhead. I don't do that. You learn more by keeping your mouth shut and adapting to your surroundings. That's what you gotta do.
When you're in different locations, you do have to act a certain way, move a certain type of way. So say if you're like comparing, you know, being in Atlanta and then, you know, being in LA, like how would you go forth with like getting your name out there? Other than like social media or something like that. Like what would you do as far as?
Well, the first thing I do is pay homage. If you don't do that, you don't need to be in their territory.
Right.
That's all for real. Other than that, I adapt and I respect what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, I get the same love back. So, I mean, you get what you put in this shit. You know what I mean? So if you come into a situation on something, I don't need to hear what you talking about. I don't care where you from, but you in their territory.
Right. You ain't
crazy.
love. Right.
Yeah. You ain't doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So no matter where you go or where you rock at, you gotta pay homage and make sure you pay that respect before you even try to lay a foundation anyway.
Right. So what goals have you set for 2015?
2015? Really? Just hope that these iTunes sales pick up when I drop this single. That's about it. You know what I mean?
And tell the folks again where they can, you know, find your stuff.
QPUniverse.com.
QPUniverse.com, man. Y'all check it out. More way going in. We're going to take a quick little music break, man, so y'all can hear some of it, man. Hey, this your boy Keno. You tune in to Rogiush Radio each and every Thursday from 5 to 7.
DJ Cool.
I introduced him to
give a recap, like you just heard such.
What?
Right on Rogiush Radio. I'm gonna talk one day, man.
I'm telling you, man. You gotta learn how to do this shit.
Yeah, I feel like I need to practice.
Is there anything that y'all wanted to like go over that I probably won't?
Give me a few minutes to think about it.
Okay.
You got one single you ready to drop, or you got a list of?
He has one single he's about to drop on iTunes right now, and he's pushing a mixtape called QP Reloaded. He just dropped a mixtape last month, QP the mixtape, and he left copies of it in the car, but you can find it at QPUniverse.com. Everything he does or everywhere he attends is uploaded on the website.
Bitch nigga, stop speaking. Ain't no feed up on that weekend. Try to rob me, you be weekend. I eat beef, I ain't vegan. Let a nigga know the ski man's easy. And I don't give a fuck what you reckon. The bike gon' dead. shits, nigga, we with it. As long as you ain't got no beats, you ain't got shit.